Hello, hello, hello. It's a dark episode for May the 5th. I think it's May the 5th. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's May the 5th of 2021. Here. Well, I might have a little bit of weird um, parenting, non-parenting thing on my mind today. But I had one of these encounters, which, to be honest, I've had in the past. I am somebody who's chosen not to have kids. Well, I and my partner have chosen not to have kids. And I had one of these conversations with this guy that I just met today, who's a student, who's kind of just kind of shadowing the program, and he's a mature student who has kids. He's younger than me, but he's like in his 20s, late 20s or something like that. And he's like, I've got kids and da, 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 da. And it's like, oh yeah, yeah, well, I've just got fur babies. It's like, and he's like, oh, you decided you don't have kids? It's like, I'm like, no, we just we decided we didn't want them. And went, oh, why is that? And it's like one of those bizarre things of like, it's not like, this is somebody I've known for a while, and we have had like a history, and he'd be something like that. This is somebody who I've literally met like maybe an hour. This is an hour into our relationship of mostly me showing him work stuff, and suddenly he's asking me about my life choices. It's like, why wouldn't you have kids, kind of thing. And it was just like, okay. And basically because we decided not to. That was our decision. It was like, it's one of those things you want to go back on somebody and say, well, why did you decide to have kids? It's like, that's the most bizarre thing. Okay. I mean, I admit, probably the majority of people do decide to have kids. So it's maybe not the norm not to have kids. But it was just like one of these bizarre moments of like, because I didn't want to. I'm not gonna go into the whole complicated thing, which is definitely a back and forth between my wife and I. We're both very happy we didn't have kids. We're it was the right choice for us. And but it was just one of those weird moments where you realize like, oh, I really am not this isn't the normal decision. This isn't the expected decision. This isn't the I don't know, continuing on the species, is it the anti-biological? I don't know. One, a lot of people have kids who, it would probably be better if they didn't have kids, or if they had less kids, or, if there's a lot of people, the people who are wonderful parents probably can't have enough kids, though past a certain point, I'm sure it becomes like how, well, I'm not going to even go into that, but yeah, it was just one of those moments of just like, okay. But I've had that before. Of people who seem to think it's their business to be able to question me on it. And it's not like that I'm angry about it. It's just more I'm like, why do you feel like it's your right to be able to question me on that, I guess? It just seems thing. And it's like, I don't know. It's in some ways it doesn't seem like a curiosity thing to me. Maybe it is. I mean, but there's a bit of prodding there, a little bit of maybe making them nervous that I didn't have kids, like that was an option, and that they didn't take it. That's probably me going at it from the other angle. Um, you know, what I chose is what I chose. That sort of is. And, if you chose to have kids, that's what you chose. And um, both have their pluses and minuses. Uh, we're probably all going to die alone in the end, to put a little cheery note on it. Um, you know, Unfortunately, most of the seniors who end up in care homes and die alone, they have kids, they have relatives. Um, um, so, me dying alone without kids to have never not taken care of me at the end is that too. Uh, but maybe that's just because of my own relationship with my parents and how it has ended with them, because it has ended. Um, ugh, man, this is dragging up all sorts of things in me. So yeah, there's probably a bit of my own stuff in here as well. I was not there with my mother at the end because I was estranged from my mother. So that also, there's many things that go into there's the things on my side. There's things in Ja's side which I'm not going to go into because they're none of my business to be blabbing about on my bizarre private channel here. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. It was an odd little talk. I hope you enjoyed. More videos later.